Treacherous work in Southwest Florida.
While we can't change the outcome, we can bring justice.
Retrieving what is believed to be Brian Laundrie's remains. Questions about COVID boosters.
What vaccine they should receive, how and when.
Getting answers from the CDC. And basketball is back.
And what a play by Strus. Blocked the shot without fouling. Hero, it counts!
With the Heat defending the FTX Arena against the NBA champs. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Zitlali Solache.
And I'm Danelle Dukin. Today is Friday, October 22nd, 2021.
From the South Florida Media Network's Biscayne-based studios in North Miami, this is SFMN Newsbreak.
We begin this morning with breaking news. Authorities in New Mexico have confirmed that the person who fired a fatal shot from what was supposed to be a prop gun was actor Alec Baldwin. Alec was on the set of a new movie he's producing and starring in called Rust.
And as the network's Christopher Gomez reports from the control center, the woman who died in the film is the director of photography.
That's right, guys. A very tragic story. A misfire of a prop gun led to the death of the director of photography, as you guys mentioned, and injured the director on the project. The incident happened on the set of the movie Rust in New Mexico just after 2 p.m. yesterday. What we know at this point is that the two individuals were shocked when a prop firearm was discharged. Actor and producer on the film Alec Baldwin reportedly pulled the trigger that left 42-year-old Helena Hutchins dead. We understand that she was airlifted by helicopter, according to the sheriff's office, to the University of New Mexico Hospital, where she was pronounced dead. We currently have no word on the director's condition. And a photo here showing a distraught Alec Baldwin outside the Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office was taken by photographer Jim Weber. You can find it on the Twitter page of the newspaper he works for, the Santa Fe New Mexican. No charges have been filed. We also know that there's been a statement put out on behalf of the production company behind the movie. The New York Times reporting that it says in part that the entire cast and crew has been absolutely devastated by today's tragedy and that they send their deepest condolences. The cause of the misfire is currently under investigation. In the control center, Christopher Gomez, South Florida Media Network.
Following an extensive months-long search, human remains found in a Florida reserve have been identified as those of Brian Laundrie. In a tweet yesterday, the FBI's Denver office saying they confirmed this based on dental records. Laundrie's parents reached out to the FBI and Northport Police themselves to assist with the search. However, some experts are raising questions about the family's involvement.
For weeks and weeks and weeks, they've been looking, and when the Laundries decide to, they come out and they just surprisingly find it. So I think that speaks for itself.
Meanwhile, authorities say crews combing through the search scene are facing treacherous conditions. Brian Laundrie was not charged in Petito's death, but he was indicted for allegedly using 2 financial accounts that did not belong to him in the days following her killing.
The CDC meeting to make a crucial recommendation on COVID vaccines. And as the network's Fabio Lopez reports, each day there are more Americans getting their booster shot than those getting their first shot.
With COVID still looming and the efforts to get every eligible American vaccinated still going strong, health experts believe that boosters can prove pivotal in maintaining immunity and preventing breakthrough infections.
The boosters are there to extend the protection that people have been getting.
Prior to this week, only the Pfizer vaccine had been authorized as a booster for high-risk groups, typically adults aged 65 years or older. But on Wednesday, the FDA granted Moderna and Johnson & Johnson authorization for their booster doses. With the FDA's authorization now official, experts are set on ensuring that people are made aware of the importance of these booster shots.
The availability of these authorized boosters is important for continued protection against COVID-19 disease.
Now, the CDC's Vaccine Advisory Committee is looking to update its own guidance and vote on boosters for both the Moderna and Johnson & Johnson vaccines. Once the CDC director signs off on the recommendations, shots can begin being administered.
CDC's recommendations will not just address who should receive a booster dose, but also include what vaccine they should receive, how, and when.
As boosters can be a vital step in finally moving past the pandemic, health experts say that boosters alone are not enough to ensure safe passage away from the virus.
It is those first doses that matter most for community spread, for hospitalizations, and for death. It's not the boosters that are going to make the difference, it's those first doses of vaccine.
Fabio Lopez, South Florida Media Network.
Governor Ron DeSantis calling for a special session of lawmakers to pass a bill banning vaccine mandates in the workplace. DeSantis outlined policy goals including holding businesses liable for adverse reactions to vaccines and added protections for people fired for not being vaccinated. Democrats criticizing the governor's plan, saying he's acting like a dictator.
A huge win for the Miami Heat in last night's season opener, trouncing the defending NBA champs, the Milwaukee Bucks. After getting swept by the Bucks in the first round of the playoffs, Miami was out for revenge, and let's just say they got it. Coming off the bench, Tyler Hero put up 27 points in just 24 minutes played. Jimmy Butler scoring 21 and Bam Adebayo with 20 points. Final score 137-95. This was just 1 point shy of the record for the biggest win in the NBA season opener.
The Heat aren't the only South Florida team seeing early season success. The Florida Panthers were undefeated and in the first place last night when they welcomed the Colorado Avalanche into the FLA Live Arena, and their winning ways continued. The Cats defeated Colorado 4-1. They are now 4-0 on the season.
Coming up on Newsbreak, you could be feeling the heat with a late pop star.
That's still ahead, and so is this story.
They just walked me through it, and I grabbed one of my shoes and just tore it out as soon as I could.
An NFL player being forced to do something a little out of his comfort zone. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
COVID-19 has changed how we spend weekends with the girls. Now it's time to take the first step that lets us get back to brunching instead of late-night munching. Before we can safely come together, we need the facts. As COVID-19 vaccines become available, you may have questions.
Should I get it? Is it safe? Should I wait?
It's okay to have questions. Now get the facts at getvaccineanswers.org so you can make an informed decision when vaccines are available to you.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight. Both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand trying to text somebody back. Because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
To eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
A NFL pro known for being a pressure player has the most stressful moment of his life in his own living room. Jacksonville Jaguars defensive tackle Dwayne Smoot faces the scariest moment of his life as he delivers his own daughter at home. It happened after his wife collapsed in their living room when they were about to leave for the hospital. He shares how a 911 operator guided him through the process.
But I grabbed a shoestring and they told me to tie it around the umbilical cord to allow the blood flow to be able to go to the baby. And yeah, that's what we used. They just walked me through it, and I grabbed one of my shoes and just tore it out as soon as I could.
Smoot shared these photos of his new daughter on his Instagram page. He and his wife said their daughter is doing well.
If you want to dance with somebody, you'll be excited for Whitney Houston's new concert experience. The hologram concert will be making its debut this coming Tuesday on the Las Vegas Strip. The show is called An Evening with Whitney and includes not only the voice of late Whitney Houston, but a live band with singers and dancers. There will also be a never-before-released vocal tracks from the singer. That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Zitlali Salate.
And I'm Danelle Duke, and get more news anytime at sfmn.fiu.edu.